Good morning, children. Hope everybody is keeping fine. So, as we were discussing from the civics part, what is our system of election? In this topic, we already discussed about the electoral constituencies, how the constituencies are chosen from the area wise for the election purposes in the Lok Sabha election or in the state election and all. And next we have seen that is reserved constituencies, how reservation is being possible, or the constitution have made a great advantage for the reservation for the lower category people in the society and all that already we have discussed. And also we studied about the nomination of the candidate. Before the election and all that, the candidate, those who are going to stand for the election and all, their name has to be nominated and all. And again also we have discussed about the voter list, voter list that we have studied. Voter list in the sense those whose age is 18 or above 18, their name has to be enrolled in the voter list and all that is also already we have discussed. Voter list, the last class that we discussed about the voter list, who can give the vote and all that is everything that we have discussed. And the nomination candidate also that we have discussed. Okay, and today we are going to discuss with a new topic is known as a election campaign. Already you know, children, that is in order to have the publicity. Okay, election campaign and all. Now these days also you can see in UP itself that the election is there, the state assembly election is there. For that purpose, how the campaign or the people go from one place to another place towards the voters and all, that is how they are motivating. It will be starting very soon and all that is okay. And this election, after completing all this process and all that is the election campaign also is very necessary. So the candidate candidate and his party goes for the election campaign and all that is to show that how the candidate is, okay, or to people will see that how the candidate is, and they will choose according to that. So what this candidate can bring a change for the people in the society, that through that the people can very likely that they identify a person, okay, that who can be a leader of their particular state or a constituency, and that will be seen. So what is election campaign already we know. So let us again go through what is happening, what are the themes are there, what are the talks that they have been explained about that. Let us look at. The main purpose of election is to give the people a chance to choose the representative, the government and the policies they prefer. So what type of government they need, what type of policies the government is making, okay, what type of representatives that they need, that the people has a great chance to choose their representative because of this campaign. You may ask that is, sir, how the people can believe or how the people can know the candidate and he may bring this type of changes and certain type of some rules and regulation which could be very good for the people, and that we may be thinking, or you may ask the questions, because the people are through the campaigning and all that is they show their plan, okay, they put their plan forward the people that they can bring this type of changes. We'll be seeing further some of the slogans that they have given, like a Congress party they have given for the Garibi Hatao is one of the slogan that they had given, okay. And now these days the problems that is taking place, you might be knowing about the unemployment and all, or the farmers are not getting their benefits and all, okay. There are made certain things and all, and you might be knowing Delhi Aam Aadmi Party that they, as they declare, as they say, wherever they go, they say that is we provide the free of water 24 hours, current 24 hours, as they have this type of agenda, this type of slogan to give the people that we give free of cost all these things to the people, so the people also like, and the people also give the vote for us. And one more thing, that is the government schools that they are developing now. Delhi is one of the example for us now, right now, that we could understand. So by seeing this some certain type of systems or certain type of policies that we could understand, or we could have a great choice that whom we could give the vote and all that is. Or if a person has not yet come, if a party has not yet come, so by hoping him, or by believing him that he may bring certain type of changes, we can give the vote. So this right is totally given by the government to the people of India, or the people of a particular constituency. Okay, therefore it is necessary to have a free and open discussion about who is a better representative, which party will make a better government, or what is a good policy. And this is what happens during this campaign. So during this campaign, this is very very important topic and all that is. So the people will have the necessary information regarding the representative, or regarding the party, or the candidate, one who is going to stand, okay, or one who is going to elect and all that is. So the people may understand that is which party is belong to, or what he can bring, what betterment that he can provide to the people, what type of policies, how the their party background and all that is, everything the people can understand. So the people will have a great right of choose their own representative, okay, or a correct person that they can choose it. That is why the campaign is compulsory for the election purposes and all that is. Okay, in our country such campaigns take place for a 2-week period between the announcement of the final list of candidate and the date of polling and all that is. So before 2 weeks of the voting and all, okay, so that the date of voting, that they will decide, okay, the election commission will decide the date of voting and all that. Before that, okay, before that, or having 2 weeks of voting and all that is, they will be having the campaigning and all that is. This is only the government, according to the government, it gives only for 2 weeks, okay, 2 weeks of period for the campaigning and all that is, not more than that it gives, okay. That is what it happens. And during this period, the candidate contact their voters. So what happens within this 40 days, okay, the 14 days, okay, 2 weeks or 14 days, what the candidate he does. So during this period of time, the candidate contact their voters, okay, he goes door to door and he asks, give me vote, I will do this, I will bring these changes, that changes, you know that very well, okay. This type of, he will meet each and every voters and all. And the political leaders address the election meetings different places and all that is. Some of the political parties or the leaders, they make the meetings and all that is, as we know. And the political parties mobilize their supports, and some of the political parties are there, those political parties, they are mobilizing to the candidate to do this, to say like that, so to tell in the public these systems and other. So this all support that the party people are giving, these things are being happening. This is also the period when the newspapers and the televisions news are full of election related series and debate. And as you know, so whenever that you open the television and all that is a TV and all that, you might be seeing only this type of news only, some debates, some stories, and regarding some parties, the ruling party or the opposition party, this party has done that party has done this, many information that you will be seeing in this period of time, in the time of this election. That is just now these days it is being happening, or the news channel it is being now we are seeing the TVs and all that is, okay. But the election campaign is not limited to these 2 weeks only, but the election related but this election campaign is not limited to these 2 weeks only. The political parties start preparing for a election months before they actually take place. So generally what happens, the according to the government and all, that is only 2 weeks that they have given before the election and all, that is okay, before the day of polling and all, there are only 2 weeks that they give. But the party that they make, they prepare themselves. Okay, the party starts preparing themselves some months ago. Okay, some months before only that they prepare it, that they start it, what to do, how to do, what other things has to be looked after, each and every factors that they say. Otherwise they may not come, people may not like the party and other, so they start to do something better for the people, and that leads to collect the vote towards them. This is what generally it happens, and already we know. And in the election campaigns, the political parties try to focus the public attention on some big issues. Already you know, before the election and all, that is that the ruling party, no, the ruling party, that they know that after 1 month or 6 months or 1 year the election is going to happen, so or going to take place and all. Before that they make some plan, some issue they make it, they give some public attention and all, that is they focus some public attention and all, they show something great things that has been done to the state or to the people of the particular areas. This is what that they show it. Okay, and they want to attract the public to that issue and get them to vote for their party on that basis. So that the policies or the changes whatever that they make it, they prove it, this is an agenda or this is our things or developmental things that has been done in your particular state or in a particular constituency. That is what that they are showing. Okay, and let us look at some of these successful slogans given by the different political parties in the various elections. So we will be seeing in the year of this 1970s and all, that is okay, 1970s, in the sense from 70 onwards and all, that is when the election used to take place, what are the slogans that they have given, that you could see. Let us look at that is now. Okay, the slogans that they have given. The Congress party led by Indira Gandhi, okay, gave the slogan of Garibi Hatao, that means to remove the poverty. This is what one of the slogan that she had given and all. Okay, the Congress party, and under the leadership of Indira Gandhi and all. Okay, in the Lok Sabha election of 1971, and the party promised to reorient all the policies of this government to remove the poverty from the country. That means to restore, or they promise, that is whatever has not provided to the people, whatever the things are not given to the people, that things to provide. Okay, that things to provide and to remove the povertiness, or Garibi Hatao, the slogan they give. That means the Garibi, that means the removal of this povertiness, that they will totally make a great agenda for that, and a new promises that they will make it, or whatever that they promise it, that to fulfill, that the party will do it if they come to the government, if they form the government in the year of 1971. This is what the Indira Gandhi had given the slogan for that. Next one is the next slogan is given, the Save the Democracy, or Save Democracy. Save democracy in the sense, democracy already that we know, the right of the people and all. So against the democracy some things might have happened. What is that things? Let us look at. The slogan Save the Democracy was the slogan given by Janata Party under the leadership of this Jayaprakash Narayan in the Lok Sabha election held in 1977. The party promised to undo the excess committed during emergency and restore the civil liberty. So in the time of this 1977, when the election is going to take place, for that purpose Jayaprakash Narayan from the Janata Party and all, okay, so he given the slogan to save the democracy, to protect the democracy of the country and all, that is because those times in the Indira Gandhi was ruling. Before that, okay, before that 1977 the Indira Gandhi was ruling, when she came in the year of 1971. After that what happens, because of some of the internal problem in the states and all, that is by discussing with the president, there was a emergency period. Directly the central government is looking after all the country and all, that is okay, maintaining, that is what are the things are happening, as the state governments are having the rights or the power. So those time the emergency period was there. during this emergency period, total civil rights were not provided to the people. Okay, it reduced or denied to the people. The civil liberty whatever were there for the people, or the democratical right whatever was there, everything were suspended during this emergency. So that this 1977 election time, that the Jayaprakash Narayana from Janata Party, he declares that is we will save the democracy in the country if we are coming into the power. That is what Jayaprakash Narayana is saying. And next one is the left front used a slogan that is the land to be tiller in the West Bengal Assembly election held in 1977. Okay, 1977 in the election time and all, that is in the state of West Bengal, that they say, the party say that is the land to be tiller. That means the land whatever the tiller means who? The farmer whatever the land that he is cultivating, that land will be provided to them. That is what the slogan he has given, or the left front government has given in the year of 1977 in the state of West Bengal. Next, protect the self-respect of the Telugus. This slogan used by N.T. Ramarao, the leader of Telugu Desam party in Andhra Pradesh, in the state assembly or the Andhra Pradesh assembly election in 1983. So this is what the slogans that in Andhra Pradesh that he has given. N.T. Ramarao has given this slogan, that is okay in Andhra Pradesh, that is to protect the self-respect of Telugus. Okay, Telugu Vari Atma Gauravam seems. That is what the word that they say in Telugu. Telugu Vari Atma Gauravam. That means the self-respect of the Telugu people. Okay, that is what the party stood for, that is the Telugu Desam party in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, these are some of the slogans, okay, during the election time that they give it. In the democracy, it is best to leave the political parties and the candidate free to conduct their election campaign the way they want to. So during this election time and all, that is that the democratical rights that is totally provided to the political parties and all, that is the candidate freely he conduct the election campaign and all, that he can make it freely. That is what it gives according to the government and all, that is. But it is sometimes necessary to regulate the campaign to ensure that every political party and candidate gets a free, fair and equal chance to compete. So here what happens? No political party should dominate to any other candidates or any other party. Everybody, all the parties have their own independent way that they should come and fairly that or equally chance they should get for the competition and all, that is. That is what that they say. So there is some restriction and all, that is what they should not have, should not do between the parties and all, that is. According to our election law, no party or candidates can bribe or threaten the voters. So according to this the election law, because for the election purposes and all, that is some of the law that they have made it. So according to this election law, what happens? No party should bribe or give money to anybody else, or no more threatening to any voters to give the vote to a particular party. Okay, that should not happen. And they should not appeal to them in the name of caste or religion. In the name of caste or religion also, people should not be threatened or motivated, that is. And next one is that they should not use the government resources for the election campaign and all that. Okay, generally some of the parties that they are ruling, so sometimes they may use some of the resources for the election purposes and all that. They should not be utilize this type of election resources for the election purposes and all, that is. Okay, and they should not spend more than 25 lakhs in the constituency for a Lok Sabha election, or not more than 10 lakh in the constituency in the state assembly. So election and all. So generally now these days the parties are spending huge amount, crores and crores of money that they are spending, but according to the government and all, that is they should not spend more than, in the Lok Sabha election should not spend more than 25 lakhs and all, and in the state assembly and all, that should not spend state assembly constituency election and all that is should not spend more than 10 lakhs. So some limiters has been made by the government and all that is. So if these systems are going on, then definitely there is some good systems of conducting the election process and all we could understand. But now they just that what are the things are being happening. Okay, we the people who can stop this type of malpractices or these problems. If we feel certain types areas or certain type of elections are taking some disturbance by some of the party or some of the group of people and all that. So we are the people, we are the people that we have the great chance or great time to solve these systems and this type of malpractices where is being taking place. Okay, and if they do so, if they are going to, if it is happens, then what happens? Their election can be rejected by the court even after they have been elected. Okay, declared elected. That means if any person has done against this like bribe giving or threatening the voters and all that is by and giving the vote and motivating through the caste or religion and all that is and using the resources of the government and on to the campaigning purposes and spending more than 25 lakhs in the Lok Sabha and more than 10 lakhs in the state assembly election, and that means if the candidate is declared as elected, he will be rejected from his post. Okay, that is what is one of the punishment that the person or the elected representative will get it. If through any malpractices way, if he has come to the power, then that will be removed from him. Okay, that is what the government has decided. In addition to this, the laws, all the political parties in our country has agreed to a model. It is known as a code of conduct. Code of conduct is a certain type of rules, some formation that the government have made. Everyone has to obey this for the election campaign. For the election purposes, for the election campaign purposes, that is a code of conduct the government has made it. So everybody has to obey that. Is what is that? Let us will be talking. According to this, no party or candidate can. Okay, according to this code of conduct, no party or no candidate can use any place of worship for the election propaganda. During the time of this election campaigning and all that, they should not use any type of worshipping places like temple or masjid or church or wherever may be, the worshipping places and all that should not be utilized, since according to this the code of conduct and all that is okay. And next one is the use of government vehicles. See, they should not use the government vehicles. Previous also that we have seen, and the aircraft and the officials for the election purposes and all that. They should not use any type of governmental vehicles. Okay. Once the elections are announced, the ministers shall not lay foundation stones of any project, take any big policies decision, or make any promises of providing the public facility. It is not after the election, only the election announcement. Once the election announcement has been done, then after that no minister should come forward and they should not promise to the people that we are going to make this project, that we are going to make that project, or no more putting any type of foundational stone of any type of project and all that is okay. Not promising or giving assurance to the people to do this, only that they can just say the people these are the changes can be done, but they cannot say that is we are going to do that, we are going to have this type of changes and all, or this type of policies that we are making. This system they should not make it until the election completed, because this is only the announcement has done for the election. Once the election are announced, okay, election once announced, after that they should not make it within that period of election time and all that, the polling date and all that, they should not make any type of but that the project assurance that they should not give it to the people. Okay, that is what, or any type of promises they should not provide to the public facilities to do it in the particular state or in the country. Okay, that is what the government is making a type of what that a code of conduct. Okay, Very good. So children, you should just go on a read, that is the lesson, very interesting and all. Then after this campaigning and all, that is next what happens, voting. Okay, after the see how the system of election in our country and all, that is so the first we have studied how the area wise constituencies have been found, then after that a voter list have come, then after that a people's name has come in the nomination and all, that is then next we have also talked, this is what is known as the campaigning and all. Once the nomination have completed, then the campaigning started, then after the campaigning and all, that the final thing is what, vote and all, that is okay, giving vote to the candidates. So let us look at this, let us complete also, this is the polling and the counting of this voters. So what is this polling and what is this counting of the voters? Let us look at. Polling means already you know, conducting the voting and all voting days, and after the voting what happens, counting of the votes. Okay, who wins or who become the representative, that the counting also has to be done. Okay, let us complete the topic. The final stage of an election is the day when the voters cast or poll their votes. So final day, the last day that is being coming. Okay, the announcement and the campaigning and everything has completed, and in the final day, the final stage of this election process and all is what, voting. So the people cast their vote and all, that they go to a particular area, wherever in which area their voter list names have come, those area that they go and give the vote. Let us look at, and that day is usually called the election day also. That the voting day also is known as a election day. Okay, and every person whose name is on the voter list, already we studied voter list. Okay, so those whose names are there in the voter list, they only can go for voting and can go to by a nearby polling booth, okay, situated usually in a local school or a governmental office. So generally this booth and the voting booth will be there in the polling booth will be there in a particular governmental schools or the governmental offices and all, that is wherever it is, okay, in their premises or in their areas it is coming, they should go to that particular place and give the vote. They should not go to any other place and give the vote, it will not be valid. So where their names are being, okay, written or given in that particular office or the school, only wherever the polling booth is there only they have to go and give the vote. Once the voter goes inside the booth, what happens? Let us look at now. Once he enters the voter, okay, one voter, once he enters into the booth, that the election officials identify her, okay, or put a mark on her finger, okay, and allow her to cast her vote. So once a voter, he or she, okay, enters into the booth and all, that is then he shows his ID card, and already we have studied, okay, the one of the ID card is being given, that is okay, voter ID card. That card gives the total information, and not only the voter card, if some of the people they don't have the voter card and all, that is they can take the ration card or some other driving license and all, that they can also show, that is also is allowed. Okay, so generally each and every people nowadays may be having, so the voter card you take and go, and in that they will check it, and after that if it is really a particular person's name and everything is there, then they allow, and in their finger and all, that is index finger, they put one type of black ink and all, okay, and after that is marking, okay, marking or showing that is this person has completed his vote and all, that seems. So the ink that they will apply in their left index finger and all, that is, then after that he will go to the voting, the finally he gives and give the votes and all. Let us look at how it happens. An agent of each candidate is allowed to sit inside the polling booth and ensure that the voting takes place in a fair way. So every party's or every candidate's one person is allowed to sit in a particular booth or the polling booth and all, that is, and they will be observing, that is there should not be any type of unfair way or malpractices being taking place. So these things will be observing each and every candidate's people and all, that is okay, there will be, okay. Then after that once it completed, then they go for the voting and all, that is okay. And earlier the voters used to indicate uh, who they wanted to vote for, or by putting a stamp of the ballot paper. Okay, a ballot paper is a sheet of paper on which the name of the contesting candidate along with party name and a symbol are listed. So one of the ballot paper will be given, okay, used to be given previously, that is now the EVMs have been come. Okay, previously that one of the ballot paper is given inside that only. So one of the small room will be there, okay, a hidden room where you will go, or a particular voter will go, and he will choose, he will be seeing that is all candidates name and the symbols will be there, the party symbols will be there. So that symbol and the names, but he is seeing and choosing a particular person, and he is voting, that he is stamping over there. Okay, then after that he is folding and putting in one of the ballot box will be arranged, in that he is putting. So this is the system used to be done, but now these days the electronic voting machine have come, that is what is known as a EVM. Okay, in that also, as like in the paper or the ballot paper and all, that is as like the symbols and names will be there in each and every candidates, the EVM machine also there everyone's name and party symbol will be there, and beside that there will be buttons. Okay, you can see some of the pictures that will be given in your book, or you could find out. Okay, and that will be given, and in that beside the party's symbol only, that the buttons will be. So which party you like, beside that button you press it, so the vote will go to the particular party symbol. So this is what it happens through the EVM these days. That is the EVM full form is known as the electronic voting machine, are used to correct the or record the voters. That the machine shows that the name of the candidate and the party. See what the machine is showing. The machine shows the name of the candidate and the party symbols. Independent candidates to have their own symbols allowed by the election commissions. So the election commission completely looks after these systems and all. Okay, whether the independently some of the candidates will be standing, so those candidates symbols are there or no, names are there, and everything that they will be checking it, they will be maintaining according to that. All that the voter has to do is to press the button against the name of the candidate she wanted to give her vote, as just before I have explained you. Okay, and once the polling is over, that is what all completely the polling day or the polling system has completed, voting system has completed. Now next step is that to count the list and all that, or the count the vote and all that. Then after that we have to elect a particular person or a candidate. Let us see. Once the polling is over, all the EVMs are sealed and taken to a secure place. So once the voting system everything has completed, so previously it was the ballot paper and all that is, or the ballot box used to be there, they used to collect secret place or a secure place, okay, where no malpractices can be done and everything will be kept in a secure. Then nowadays the EVMs have come, these EVMs have taken to a particular secure place where it will be securely kept. Okay, and a few days later on a fixed date, okay, soon after that it doesn't take place somewhere, but it happens. Okay, some of the places it happens, but after the voting and all that is, it takes some days to count the voting and all that is. So that is what it happens. Some days later on a fixed date, one day they will be fixing, all the EVMs from a constituency are opened and the voters secured by each candidate are counted. So after that one day will be fixed. On that day every constituency, in every constituency the EVMs will be opened it, and after that they will be counting, that is how many votes the each candidate that they have got it. Okay, and against the all the candidates are present, there are and there to ensure that the counting is done properly and very carefully, that they will be counting, that is because each vote is very very important for each of the candidates, that is why. Okay, and the candidates who secure the highest number of votes can from a constituency is elected, is declared as the elected representative. So already that we know, one who gets more than everybody and all that is okay. Even a single vote also gets more than other person is being elected as a leader of a particular constituency, or he will be declared as, or he will be declared elected of the particular constituency, as we know that. Okay, in a general election, usually the counting of voters in all the constituency takes place at the same time, on the same day. Okay, so in generally in the general election time and all that, what happens in the constituency, it happens at a time. Okay, in a particular time and all that is, all the constituencies will be opening, and they will be counting in the same time or in a same day and all that is. And after that, what happens, that the televisions channels and all that, or the radio and newspapers report these events, it comes forward and they show that is to the all the people in the country, this is what happened, and this was the counting has been done, and this party has got, and all, everything that will be showing. Within a few hours of counting, all the results are recorded, declared, and it becomes clear as to whom will form a next government. And according to that, one who wins, one who declare as the elected representative, or the party's member, the candidate has got it more vote than other all other candidates, then he will be declaring as the leader or forming a government. He will be declared as to form a government in a particular state or in a country. So that is what it totally happens, my dear children. Okay, I think you have a clear idea about that is how the election process is being taking place in the country and all that is. And further we'll be talking about what makes the election in India democratic, and all that we'll be talking and discussing. And I hope that this concept, how the election is being conducted in the country and all that is in our country, and that you might have understood. Okay, so have a good day, and keep on study and all that is it, so that you will be having more idea about the particular topic, what are the things has been taking place. So thank you, have a good day.